Warning, this episode contains lots of spoilers. Be warned. What's up, everybody, and welcome to TVCaptive.com presents the As Seen on TV podcast for Game of Thrones, Season 4, Episode 1, Two Swords. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me for this episode is the lovely Clio.
Hello!
With her dragon.
My dragon.
Her other dragon.
Where are my dragons?
On your shoulder.
On my shoulder.
Unless you count your cat as a dragon.
Then she's downstairs. Maybe, probably?
Maybe, probably. Possibly. I don't know. But anyway, this episode, what'd you think?
Oh, it was good. Yes.
Oh, it was good. You had to think about that like you're confused. Like,
No, I thought you were going to say something.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll say something. This episode was awesome. Arya got a horse.
Arya did get a horse.
That's pretty awesome. So...
Not the most awesome part about that, but yes, pretty awesome.
As the first episode back from a year break, this is kind of a slow intro episode like they usually do, so they kind of jump around to a lot of different places. Heck, they even left a few places out. Like, we saw no mention of Bran and his little party of Hodor and the Reeds, Mira and Jojen. I don't know why I always forget their name. I've read the books how many times, and I still forget their names.
Yeah.
Not forgettable characters, but names, yes. We really didn't see anything of Theon and his missing man parts. Or, yeah. And we hear a little bit about the aftermath of the Red Wedding. But anyway, we're going to start with the opening scene, which was symbolic as hell. What'd you think of that, with the sword?
With the sword, yeah. It took me a second to realize that was Robb's sword. I knew it was the sword the executioning sword.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that was a lot of Valyrian steel.
Yeah.
It made 2 whole swords.
Yeah, as Tywin put it, it was, what did he say, ridiculously sized or something like that?
Which it was, but
Yeah. Well, he decided, the executioner used Ned's own sword to chop off his head. He then kept that sword. And now Tywin just decided, this is... I don't know.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, that was Ned's sword, great sword, ice.
No, I knew it was ice. I thought he had gotten it off of Robb.
No. The executioner who killed Ned kept it as a souvenir, as a trophy.
Yeah.
Okay. Tywin got it off of him. I don't know if he's dead or not, but melted it down, made 2 lovely swords out of it. Gives one to his son Jaime.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really, and then Jaime tells him, I'm not gonna quit. Screw you and your ambitions for me, taking over Casterly Rock. I'm gonna actually, keep one of my oaths for the first time in my life and serve the king until death.
Yeah, and I think the sword was Tywin's way of coaxing Jaime into retiring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here, son, a shiny toy. Go home.
Look, finally, our family has a Valyrian blade, which it hasn't had. Which, I don't know if they're going to expand on that in the show. I don't even think they really mention it in the books until later anyway. But apparently, Lannisters had a Valyrian blade, it was lost.
Oh.
That's all you really
lost
need
when?
to know.
Like, before Tywin's time, or?
Oh, yeah. 100+ years ago, maybe.
Oh, okay.
So, I think...
I don't know, Tywin's pushing 100, right?
Nah, he's like, I don't know, 60, 70. He's old, especially for, this era, but he's old.
Yeah, so what'd they say? Jaime's 40?
Jaime's 40, yeah. So that would make...
He'd have to be at least 60.
Yeah, if he was in his 20s when he had Jaime and Cersei, because they're twins, he's got to be at least 60. Maybe pushing 65. So, anyway... For the rest of this, we're going to keep myself sane because of how they jump around to everything, I'm doing this by geography. We're going clockwise, and we're starting in the east, which is Daenerys. Dany! So, we find Dany just chilling with her dragon, who's gigantic now.
It's like family picnic.
Family picnic, except, you're...
desert.
What used to be the small, the size of a average dog is now the size of an elephant.
Bigger than a horse.
Yeah, it's bigger than a horse. It's huge. And He doesn't seem very friendly, even to her.
Well, he's alpha male.
Mm.
Even the mother of an alpha male is lower than the alpha male.
True, very true.
So
it's probably how, in that dragon's mind, how he sees it. But,
yeah, because it's like, it's still an animal. It's smart.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still an animal.
What do you think of Grey Worm and Dario? First off, what do you think of the new actor for Dario?
Hate it.
Hate it?
And they, like, introduced it very badly because I thought it was somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait, who's this dude? Can't be the same guy. Me and John were arguing about it, and I missed, like, most of that conversation because I was like, that can't be him. It doesn't look anything like him, even.
I know. It was announced after last season that they were doing an actor switch for whatever reason. I don't remember. But
the thing with, and you've said, or somebody said, they've changed the mountain a couple times.
Yeah, Season 1, he was one guy. Season 2, he was a completely different guy.
But
he was not in Season 3 at all, and now he's a totally third guy.
But he still looks like the mountain.
No.
This guy... What?
This guy looks... He actually looks like the description in the book, more or less, as close as you can.
Wait, of who? The mountain or...
The mountain. Yeah. I'm sorry, okay, yeah. This new guy for Dario you're talking about.
He looks more like the Dario in the book.
He does, yeah. He just needs a crazy beard that comes out in the fork that's colored 3 different colors.
This thing in the show, and to bring in some guy who looks nothing like him, I'm pretty sure most people got confused.
Yeah, I think they did get kind of confused. What do you think about that bet, though? Whoever drops their...
I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
The last person holding their blade.
I love Grey Worm to death.
He's interesting.
Yeah.
He's that loyal little puppy dog at the moment.
Yeah.
Kinda. Well, he would have been that loyal little puppy dog if she kept him as a slave. Now he's, what is he, commander of her army or something? More or less,
yeah,
lieutenant,
general,
captain. Close to general.
Something. Right, because general would be, what's his name?
Right, yeah.
Jorah and the other guy?
Yeah, Barristan.
They would be generals.
Yeah. Well, I guess that works. Well, yeah, she did ask the Unsullied, give me your best man, and they all stepped aside and he walked forward, so it's like, oh, there you go. But,
well, it's good that they know who their best man is.
Well, yeah, they're honest.
They need to know.
Yeah, I guess they do need to know. What do you think about what the Masters of Marine are doing, leaving the corpse of a slave child at every mile marker from there to the city? Pointing the way, like, taunting her, like, we're this way.
Yeah, well, they're obviously baiting her.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know what she's doing for the slaves across the lands, and, I think they think they're better than her. They think they can beat her.
They probably do.
By drawing her in, this is obviously... She's going that way anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And they know it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Asapor was a surprise. She tricked them, screwed with them, dragon fire to the face, now she has an army.
Yeah.
They probably heard about that. Then Yunkai was more of a backdoorsy tricksiness, but still, again, now Marine's probably prepared for anything, more or less. And, yeah, they're coaxing her. They're screwing with her.
But
Don't piss her off.
I think they're prepared for baby dragons. And they're not quite so baby anymore.
They're not quite so baby anymore, but from what... I don't think they're really big enough to make any kind of real difference on the battlefield as far as a strategic standpoint.
Maybe.
It's more the psychological factor at this point. You see a dragon flying over, it torches a guy. Really, that's all it's capable of right now, is torching a guy and maybe, mangling a couple. But...
I don't know. If you have a flying, flame-breathing thing on your side, and they have... Well, it depends on, what their shit's made out of. If they have wooded catapults, you can take down their battle machines, their war machines.
Mm-hmm. Good point. Yeah, just do a strafe over all their siege engines. But you really wouldn't need a siege. Now we're getting into siege tactics and stuff. But anyway, let's move along.
But if this city is prepared for an attack,
mm-hmm.
then they will also be prepared for a siege.
Yeah. So, moving right along, we're going to go clockwise down to the south. The southmost we see is King's Landing in this point. So we'll start with Tyrion. Tyrion, we see, is waiting on the road for Prince Oberyn Martell of Dorne. Now, basically, we find out that
Prince's name is Dorne?
Doran.
Doran of Dorne.
Doran. Yeah, Doran of Dorne.
That's confusing.
Yeah, it's kind of But, Tyrion's waiting, and the little bit of backstory we get is that the Martells hate the Lannisters. Like, we're talking epic hate. Like, will murder in the street if they get the chance. So what do you think about them sending Tyrion?
Well, Tyrion sort of turns it into, I'm good at negotiating.
Yeah, huh?
But they sort of would care less if they lost me over losing Tywin or the king or something.
Mm-hmm. They actually put it, it's pretty much the same as what they do in the book, more or less, but, they altered it a little bit. Like, Oberyn arrived early in the show, but the way they did it is Tyrion's, in his mind, said, I see this as an insult. Here you have a reputation for hating the Lannisters, and so we're going to welcome you to the city with the ugly, stunted one with a bad reputation.
Okay.
So, I guess I'm glad they didn't go that route. I don't know.
Tywin's being a dick.
Either way, Tywin's a dick. There's none of that. There's all of that.
Tyrion has to keep doing what he says.
So, Tyrion goes searching for Oberyn with the fear that we need to find him before he kills people. Before he kills somebody. Multiple somebodies.
Was that the fear? My understanding was I had to meet him. We need to greet. This needs to be done. I'm gonna get in trouble.
I think I heard him mumble. I think I heard him say that to Bronn as they were before the scene changed.
Okay.
We need to find him before he kills somebody, or multiple somebodies. And then we find him. He's in a whorehouse. One of Littlefinger's lovely establishments. We didn't actually see Littlefinger or Varys this episode.
Well, Littlefinger's not in King's Landing anymore.
Right, he got sent out.
Littlefinger went to the Eyrie.
Yes, he did. And Varys, we didn't see it. I love Varys. The guy who plays Varys, oh my god, I love that performance. It's amazing. But, they find Oberyn. Him and his concubine, his paramour there.
Paramour?
Yeah, she's a bastard, and they're not married.
They're not married?
So he's cavorting with a bastard-born girl. It's basically I don't give a fuck what the world thinks of me, I do what I want.
Well, oh yeah, well, are they technically, couple, then? Or okay, yeah.
She's his squeeze, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Until he gets tired of her.
His squeeze.
But I don't think he's going to get tired of her anytime soon.
Yeah.
But,
I see a very Tyrion-Shay relationship there. So
they're picking out, whores, and he picks out a girl for her and picks out a guy for himself. What the heck?
Yeah.
They have an odd relationship.
That was adorable.
Yeah, but get to the real part here. They hear the Rains of Castamere being sung. The kind of like the Lannister theme song.
Oh, that song gives me, all of the goosebumps.
All the bad feels, right?
Yeah.
Because of last season.
Bad juju.
Bad juju around that song. So they hear it being sung, and, were you expecting that? I don't know if I was expecting that. I was expecting more bloodshed.
Well, there probably would have been, but Tyrion stepped in.
They did step in. Good point. Sorry, dagger
yeah, he
through
probably
the
would have
wrist.
done a lot work, because that guy probably would have attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And then Oberyn would have fought back and killed him.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. Not good. So what do you think of Oberyn as a character? Fitting introduction?
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a pretty good introduction.
Pretty much laid out his plan, why he's really there to Tyrion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be sure that's going to come up later in the episode, later in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Foreshadowing. Let's see, who else is in King's Landing? Tywin's still a dick. We already went over that.
Yeah.
Joffrey's still a little shithead.
Oh my god, even worse.
Even worse.
Everyone's being such a dick to Jaime, especially fucking Cersei.
Mm-hmm.
You left me all alone, and now you come back with no hand. My life sucks. Really? Your life sucks, Cersei?
Your life sucks. You were held up in the castle. Not sure if you were
You have 2 hands.
You have 2 hands. You're alive. Oh my, you were threatened by a very short siege, but you lived. Look, you're alive.
Well, okay, because, see, that's an understandable thing, because she almost committed suicide for herself and her child. That's a very traumatic experience.
That is a traumatic experience.
How dare you leave me and come back missing a hand? No, Cersei, no.
No, like, bitch, I got captured. You know, they took me, kept me prisoner for a year, foiled multiple of my escape attempts, and then, right when I was about to get free, one of my father's hired men, cut my hand off.
Yeah.
So, bitch, you didn't have it hard.
Yeah.
You were in a castle, waited on, hand and foot.
She's turning into Robert.
Kinda. Ish.
In the drunkard sense.
In the drunkard sense, yeah, she's drinking a lot.
Drinking and bad decision-making. And saying whatever the hell comes to her head.
Pretty much. Oh, boy.
She's turning into Robert.
So what would you like to see happen to her?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't completely hate Cersei. I just think she's being a dumb bitch right now. Yeah. I don't really want to see anything bad happen to her. I do like Cersei still.
No, a lot of people hate her.
I know. I understand that. But I look at her and she's still somewhat sympathetic character.
I guess, yeah, she does have sympathetic qualities to her because really she's a woman and in this world she holds basically the only reason she's, holds any, I don't know, clout, I guess, is because she's the queen. Or the queen regent.
Yes. So, she's the queen mother.
She's the mother, yeah. So, that's really the only reason she has any say in anything.
Yes.
She was forced into marrying the king against her will.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see the sympathetic part for her.
But she is being a dumb beat, so...
So let's scoot over to Sansa.
Yes!
Tyrion's trying to be so nice to her. Like, he's going... It's actually... It's nice.
It's adorable.
It's adorable. Yeah, he's actually trying to be nice to her and everything. And he, legitimately, he's like... I would rather you be happy, whatever I can do to make you happy, say it. And she's just sitting there like, yeah, okay, we understand. The Lannisters had your father executed. In front of right in front of you. And then they bring you news that your mother and brother are dead. And even though you really didn't like your sister's disappeared and gone. So, but still, he's trying. Tyrion is actually, he's like the only person, the only Lannister trying to be nice to her. And make sure,
that's the thing. He's still a Lannister. And she can't get past that.
No, she can't get past that at all. But, her little, when she was praying in, the Godswood, that's what they call it there. It's more like a tropical nice garden. But,
well, yeah, it's in the middle of a city, so it's a garden.
Yeah.
God's garden.
What did you think was following her at first?
I don't know. I was just like, please don't let it be a near rape scene. Please don't do it.
Oh,
Poor fucking Sansa's been through enough.
Crap, I didn't even think of that. Another near rape scene.
This is also coming from the standpoint of being a woman and knowing what it feels like to be followed. It's like, oh god, no.
Oh, yeah. Being followed's not fun.
No, it's very creepy.
It turned out to be Sedantos, the Fool. Yeah. Pretty necklace? Think we're going to see some sparks flying between those two at some point?
No. I think I don't know what we're going to see from the Fool. Nothing good is going to happen to him, probably. And it's just going to be something else for Sansa to have to carry with her.
Probably. Still, nice headband, whatever, or necklace, or whatever the heck it was.
Yeah. Okay. It was like a heirloom, like the last of his family jewels or whatever.
Okay. That was it.
So I think he said his mother had died or something. Or everyone in his family had been stripped of power and lands and stuff, and that necklace was the only thing he had left, and to say thank you. Yeah. Which, it's kind of been a while to say thank you.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's a bit weird.
Bit weird.
That was season 1, right?
No.
That was the name day feast, wasn't that
season
1?
2, I think.
The joust for no, okay, maybe yeah.
Yeah, it was the beginning of season 2.
There was right.
Okay. Yeah, season 2. So let's move. Did I skip anybody? Oh yeah, Brienne is introduced to the Tyrell women.
No, she knew.
She knew, yeah.
She knew Marjorie.
She knew Marjorie, that's right. But, she finds her way back to...
Renly.
Yeah.
Oh, Renly's my king.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other king.
What was it? What's her name? Olenna, right? Is the grandmother's name? Right, Olenna. Her reaction, like, ah!
Oh, best.
I know, right? The best reaction. Like, I love you! Come over here! Like, oh, look at you! You're adorable!
I want, now that Brienne's in the capital, I want Olenna to like, hire her as a bodyguard or something, and I want her to just hang around the Tyrells.
That'd be pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think she's actually having an effect on Jaime? Because we saw her chewing him out over his oath to protect Sansa and Arya.
I think the effect she's having is internal. Jaime is reverting to his Lannister ways. He's only been back a week.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, becoming a little bit more of an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with how his family's treating him, all of them, they're all treating him like shit. Except he hasn't had an interaction with Tyrion yet, right?
Not that we haven't seen that yet.
Well, everyone but Tyrion is treating him like shit. So I think that he's going to fall back on Brienne, who's trying to get him to do the right thing.
Yeah, well, I can see that.
I hope so, because I love them. They're so adorable.
They are kind of adorable.
Besties.
Because they, hate each other, but they're besties. Alright, so let's...
Well, they share the Warriors Honor Code, and they went through, a POW camp together, so, they did bond a little bit, and I think,
Yeah, true. He saved her from a bear.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, anyway, moving on north. Somewhere between the Wall and King's Landing, in the Riverlands surrounding Riverrun, is the Hound with Arya. So, Arya basically says, to him, what'd you think about what she told him? Where am I going to go? If I got away, I'm dead by nightfall without you.
I think that's partially true. Because she's getting the chest. Like, it's going to be hard for her to hide the fact that, 1, she's a woman, and 2, she's a Stark.
The Stark thing she could probably hide easily. But the woman thing...
I mean, how many people already have guessed that she's a Stark? 2? 3?
A couple, yeah.
A couple people have already guessed, and I don't think it'll be too hard, especially for people who are looking for her.
Very true. But,
And I think until she's got her sword back, which she does, and has gotten her skills up, I think she's not going to last on her own.
I guess I can agree, yeah. But,
while she's very badass, I think she still needs a,
oh, God, yeah.
to work with someone.
Have you seen all of the goofs? We're moving a bit along. Arya and the Hound find themselves in, I guess, a tavern? An inn on the road or whatever. Yeah. He didn't want to go in there. He's like, there's 5 people. That's 5 more people than I want to kill today. But they find themselves in there anyway. And have you seen all the memes around that, the Hound is now, the chicken master?
Chicken master, no!
There was a song, from Breaking Bad, Los Pollos Hermanos. Yeah. Or whatever it was, and it's got the Hound's picture instead of a chicken in the logo.
That's awesome.
Man wants all the chickens.
Nice.
Oh, God.
That's hilarious. I think I'm gonna have all the chickens.
It's I think I'm gonna have all the chickens. Then, at that fight, though, I mean, were you expecting Arya to jump in like that? Yes. Or just what? Yeah?
I was expecting her to jump in a little sooner. There's nothing she could do barehanded. They're all twice her size and outweigh her by at least 150 pounds. So she needed a weapon, and when she got it, she jumped in.
She got her sword back.
She did exactly what I would have done to that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly stuck him in the throat.
In the exact same way, and he, like, you saw the look of realization on his face, like, oh shit, it's you.
I think I'll pick my teeth with it. That's what got him. He was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, like, the whole, carry me, like, oh god, and it's just like, zip!
Yep.
Poke. And he just chokes on his own blood, and...
Arya's gonna become a little revenge machine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She gets a horse.
Yes, she does.
Like, you know, she finally gets, I guess, like...
Did she not have a choice of horse? Because I would have picked a not white horse.
Yeah, I know, but I guess, because she was complaining to the Hound about getting her own horse.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna let you have your own horse, then it's like, fine, you get your own horse, you're badass.
Think about it, though. Do you really want to sit on the same horse as the Hound?
Oh, no, as she put it, you know, I want to get away from your smell.
No! For many reasons, you don't want to sit on the same horse as the Hound.
And then she's, you know, she had that smug look, like, I got my sword back, I got a horse, I'm doing good.
Yeah. She's getting equipped.
She's getting equipped, indeed. I was you know, that scene, for one, they did that kind of early. That scene doesn't happen until, like, almost the very end of the third book. Because they said, you know, this season is the second half of the third book. That scene did not happen until the far end. And I was wondering how they were going to pull it off, because in the book, the guy who takes her sword is the Tickler, who, if you remember from season 2, she used one of her favors from the assassin, Jaqen H'ghar, to throw him off the battlements. Well, to kill him. So, like in the book, that was a totally different person who got thrown. And the Tickler is in this bar with that other guy she killed, Polliver. And she starts her whole rampage by stabbing the Tickler 50 times in the back while asking him the series of questions he asked his torture victims. Like, where's the gold? Where's the silver? Is there any gold in the village? Do you have any valuables? Any belongings? Oh, stab, 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 stab. So that's how she started her rampage in the book, but...
Yeah.
I like how they did this scene.
Yeah, but this isn't the first person she's killed, right? Wasn't there that band along the road after the Red Wedding?
Right, she bashed some guy's head in, right? Was that it?
Yeah, she's already killed some people.
Right, that's true.
So this isn't like it's her first murder.
Actually, you know, speaking of book disparity, in season 2, when she escaped from Harrenhal, like she used that favor for her and her friends to get out.
Yeah.
In the book, she actually killed one of the guards in his sleep. Well, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
She dropped her iron coin that Jaqen H'ghar gave her, and he was like, what's this? And he picked it up thinking it was gold, and as he bent down to pick it up, she stabbed him in the back of the neck.
Nice.
So, you know, they're catching up now in the show, finally, with her kill count. So, more fun to come from them. Okay, let's move further north. Winterfell's on fire. If you saw in the opening, you know, the little scene where they're flying over Westeros, they showed the Dreadfort now.
The Dreadfort?
Yeah, they showed... I think they showed it either before... Yeah, right before Winterfell burning. And it had, like, you know, the image of some guy being tortured, like, all strung out.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I started laughing because I'm like, Winterfell is still on fire.
Yeah, they're going to keep doing it. But they make little changes every season.
Yeah, I love the opening.
It's pretty nice. Alright, so moving on up. Nothing at the Dreadfort. Winterfell's on fire. We get to just south of the Wall. The Wildlings that Jon escaped from after taking 3 arrows from Ygritte in the back.
He deserved it.
I guess. But anyway, what did you think of the...
YOLO, no regrets.
What did you think of the Fens that they introduced? The cannibals.
What?
The Fens, the other tribe that reinforced them.
Oh, yo, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're kind of crazy.
Yeah.
They're all kinds of crazy. Like, yeah, we're just gonna...
Yeah, I got confused, because I had forgotten that, Yance? Is that the lead wildling's name? Vance.
Which guy? The red with the beard?
No, the one who's in charge who said I'm gonna light the biggest fire that
yeah, Mance Raider.
Mance. I knew it rhymed with Vance.
Mm-hmm.
I had forgotten that Mance's army, like, it encompassed more than just one kind of wildling. So first I was confused, but then I was like, oh, it's just another
different
group.
tribe, yeah. He even got giants.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they're crazy cannibals. Alright, so, up to another fan favorite character, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Who knows nothing. You could tell. Do I like that character? I don't know.
He knows nothing, Jon Snow.
He knows nothing. But, he's back. He's walking.
Yes.
Recovering from his arrow wounds.
Yes.
What'd you think of being back reunited with Sam? Because they were like besties.
Oh, yeah. I love Sam.
You know, he hears
We only got to see him say a couple things, though.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, Jon hears about his brother. Like, you know, last time I saw him, you know, it's like he said, you know, the next time he sees me, I'll be all in black. I was always jealous of him, and then Sam pulls back the same thing, like, I'm always jealous of you. You're better than me at everything. Except for reading.
Except for reading. That was so cute.
And as soon as he said that, I'm like, run with that, Sam. You're better at reading than probably everybody save for Tyrion Lannister and most of the maesters and stuff like that, so use that.
Sam's definitely going to be on the path to be a maester, because he's way too smart to do anything else with his life.
Good call, I'd say.
Yeah.
But
especially since he's under Parcell?
No, that's Maester Aemon.
That's the dead one. Okay. Parcell's the dead one, right?
No, Pycelle's the old one in Grand Maester in King's Landing. The one who got
Yes. Yeah. The old one. I hate him.
Everybody
the other
hates
one.
him.
The Targaryen one.
Alright, yeah, this is Aemon Targaryen. The dead one is Maester Luwin from Winterfell.
Luwin, right.
But, yeah, Sam is Maester Aemon's personal assistant, basically.
Yeah.
That's his job, so good for him. But anyway.
Learn what you can before he croaks.
So.
Well, he looks like he'll go forever.
He's 102.
Yeah.
Like, he's legit, he's 102 years old, because he is, he's Daenerys' great-great or great-great-uncle. Great-great-uncle or
greats?
Either 2 or 3 greats. I forget which. He's either 2 or 3.
Hold on. He was 8.
I think he was Aerys, the Mad King.
Aerys' brother?
No, I think either his uncle or his... No, I think it was Aerys' great-uncle. Aemon Targaryen. I don't remember... Okay, I take that. It's either Daenerys' great-uncle or great-great-uncle. It's one of the two. Okay. But he's, you know, from a couple generations back.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Jon's being questioned by Maester Aemon and a few other Night's Watch people. So...
I had a moment where I was like, where's the old bear? Oh, God!
I know, right? Where's the old bear? Oh, right, he's dead. So, in charge is... Yeah, back from his little trip to King's Landing, and now in charge is everybody's favorite drill sergeant from Season 1, Sir Alliser Thorne. And joining him is Janos Slynt, the former commander of the City Watch in King's Landing, who Tyrion basically had fired and sent to the wall. Now he thinks he's basically second in command, or at least he's going off at... I'm going to admit, this, you know, they're sticking first half of the book, Jon's with wildlings, he gets back, then all this happens. This, I would say, third of the book, you know, from the half to just before the end, all of this stuff that happens at the wall, not anything Jon does, but, you know, with Janos and Alliser, this part of the book just pisses me off. Because they're dickheads.
Yeah, I can already tell I am not going to like the new Night's Watch.
Alpha Dickhead 1 meets Alpha Dickhead 2. They join forces and, you know, start touching tips with each other and things just... I'm sorry for the graphic, but I hate these two. They just need to, like, die soon, please. Anyway.
It was a good joke. I just actually imagined it. No.
Why did you actually imagine it? That's a horrifying image.
I know! Let my guard down and my imagination goes crazy. So.
I need to bore the image out with a screwdriver.
It wasn't my fault.
That was horrifying. Anyway, I think... I just had something thrown at me. I think... Did I miss anybody? We didn't hear from Bran. Or Hodor, the Reeds. We didn't see anything of Rickon, but I'm just gonna... I don't know how they're doing it in the show, but sorry, major spoiler. You don't hear anything from Rickon. Once he disappears with Asha in the beginning of the third book, that's all you hear of him. And we're 5 books in now, so they haven't revealed what happened to him yet. And if they have, I missed it. But,
maybe they'll take it in a different direction from the book.
Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, another major character I forgot. Nothing of Stannis. And Davos and Melisandre.
Fuck Stannis.
Fuck Stannis. Yeah, I guess.
He doesn't deserve to be the last Baratheon.
Yeah. Davos is alright. He's a cool guy.
Davos is awesome. I love Davos.
But yeah, nothing of them this episode.
But I loved Robert, and I loved Renly, and I'm so mad that Stannis, the asshole, is the only one left.
John started watching the show before I did, and like our group of friends called him the Bro King. He was Bro King.
He is Bro King, yeah.
And then when he died, they were like, "No, Bro King."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't watch season 1 with you guys.
Yeah, that was... Oh boy.
Yeah, Robert, it really is the Bro King.
Mm-hmm. I actually remember John's reaction when Ned got his head cut off. He stood... Omi is right there on the bed. She's like, I was so mad. Ah! Like, her face is like she wants to kill again. I think she actually got up, shut the TV off, stormed around the house, and started, like, smashing things. That's
awesome.
Yeah, but John's reaction...
I had that spoiled for me.
Oh. Yeah.
So I had a little time to deal with the anger before it actually happened.
I too had it
spoiled. But honestly, that was the only thing in season 1 that got spoiled for me.
Me too. That was the only thing that got spoiled for me 2 episodes prior. So I was like, but it was still, and I was waiting for it, and then John he was silent. He got up, and he goes, I'm not watching this fucking show anymore, and he left the room.
And you know what? We all should have seen anyone who hadn't read the book. We all should have seen it coming because Sean Bean.
Yeah, it's Sean Bean. He dies. Like, there was a joke. You are
and his best death scenes in Hollywood.
You made the mistake of that someone did a rehash of the Red Wedding scene. Like, you made the mistake of naming your unborn child after Sean Bean. Yeah. That was your first mistake. Everybody who is related to Sean Bean or associated with him is dying in this show.
No. Rob's first mistake happened long before he found out he was gonna have a kid.
True.
Rob made a lot of mistakes.
Well, Rob's only mistake was being the son of Sean Bean. Sean Bean's dead, his son is dead, his wife is dead, his other son is crippled, his daughter is presumed dead, his other daughter is captured.
Yeah.
His unborn grandson and his daughter-in-law. Yeah, sorry. Related to Sean Bean, you're screwed.
Yeah.
But I think that's everybody. I think we've covered everything. Did we cover everything?
Have we? Doesn't seem like long enough.
It doesn't seem like long enough, but...
To everything.
I know.
And I'm sure we've been talking for an hour and a half.
Yeah, this episode ended too quickly. Ended way too quickly. I remember Omi got up. She was like, that was it? That was over? What? And she looked at the clock. She was like, son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Because it was... Yeah. Alright, so next episode is called The Lion and the Rose. Based on little previews, and from the name, House Tyrell Rose, House Lannister Lion, it's the royal wedding. Joffrey's getting married. Finally.
Or is he? I don't actually know. I just really want him to die.
Well, they showed scenes of his wedding feast, and the feast comes at... Oh, they showed the ceremony, too. He's getting married.
I just really want... I know Marjorie has no reason to. She wants to be queen, but it's like, I want her to murder him.
Yeah, she wants to be
I just want
queen.
her to kill him.
Yeah, right. That's gonna... Oh, boy. Cersei already hates her guts.
Yeah.
And now she's going to marry... So Marjorie's going to be the queen.
Yeah.
And Cersei's no longer going to be queen regent. Well, she's still going to be something. I don't know what she's going to be.
She's still going to be the queen mother.
Right, so those two are not going to get along.
But even now she's not queen regent because Joffrey's running everything.
Right, yeah, exactly.
You're only regent if you're, the official king is too young to actually...
Good point. So Joffrey's
actually acting king, so she's not queen regent.
Well, Joffrey's the king, but everybody else he's not running shit.
Did I call him a queen? I meant to say king.
He's the queen. You can call Joffrey the queen.
Joffrey is the queen.
But he isn't running a damn thing. He's king in name only. Tywin is running the kingdom.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, Joffrey's got he makes these little decisions and he thinks he's king,
He thinks, yeah.
Obviously, Tywin's a lot smarter than him.
Obviously.
And lets him think that he's still running things.
Well, Tywin even says it straight to his face. Anybody who says, has to remind people that he is the king isn't actually a king.
Yeah.
So, royal wedding. Oh, another tidbit. This is the one episode. There's 10 episodes every season, and George R.R. Martin, the author of the books, writes one episode per season. Usually it's the episode he doesn't want fucked up. He wrote the episode that Ned got killed in, he wrote the Battle of the Blackwater, and he wrote the Red Wedding. So this season, did he write the Red Wedding? Maybe he didn't. I thought he did. I can look that up. But anyway, this season, he's writing the second episode based on the royal wedding. So you know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want it screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
So, any closing thoughts?
Joffrey needs to die quick.
I think everybody can agree with that.
Quick.
Yeah. Nope.
Or slow and painful. I'm down for that as well.
Slow and painful. Last season, George R.R. Martin wrote the episode "The Bear and the Maiden Fair."
Oh.
The one with the bear.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so what were you saying? Joffrey needs to die.
Joffrey needs to die.
He really doesn't need to die.
That's all I got.
Needs to die, like...
Now.
Yeah. Next, I want him to die like 3 episodes ago. Last season he should have died. Fuck.
Yeah, right? Is that window okay there?
What window?
Good.
Yeah, that window's okay there, don't worry.
Okay, sorry.
No.
Anyway, God, and that's honestly all I can think right now. It's just... Joffrey dead.
You just, what are you picturing him with a crossbow bolt through the eye, his head missing, being boiled in oil alive or something?
Yeah, no, I want his head up on a spike on the wall.
Because we have one of our other usual co-hosts in the room, honey, how do you want Joffrey to die? She wants him to be vaporized into non-existence. Dragonfire?
No, that's too quick.
Oh, he still exists. It's too quick.
It's too quick.
I made a joke. Someone asked me, like, oh, I miss Game of Thrones. This was last season. I missed Game of Thrones last night. I'm like, okay, Joffrey's dead. Daenerys flew across the sea on her dragon, and she fed him to it. And they believed me.
Nom, 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 nom.
That doesn't happen. Daenerys does not fly across the narrow sea. Joffrey does not get eaten by a dragon.
Yeah, Dany needs an army if she's going to go across the narrow sea.
Exactly. Anyway, so no other closing notes. You just want Joffrey dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully within the next 9 episodes of this season, you'll get your wish.
And I want things to finally go okay for Sansa. Never gonna happen.
Sansa's she's just gonna be that, shit situation depressed character forever, I think.
Yeah.
But
I'm so sad for Tyrion and Shay.
Well, Shay's being an idiot. That's what we forgot. Shay.
Listen. Listen.
Listening.
She's not being an idiot. She's just... I feel so bad for her, and I feel so bad for Tyrion. It's
I
just not a good
guess.
situation because Tyrion's respecting the marriage that he agreed to.
He is. He
didn't want to have it, but he's not going to cheat.
Well, he also knows that it's dangerous because if he gets caught, Shae gets killed.
Yeah.
And Shae just...
I think it's both.
Yeah, it's both. It's both, though. And I don't think Shae completely understands that.
No. I think she really does love him, and I think it's hard for her. I don't think she's ever loved anyone before.
No, and she looks back,
hard for her to let him go.
Yeah, she's leaving, and she looks back and sees him, trying to comfort Sansa, and she's like, that face, like... Yeah, anyway. That's Clio. You can follow her at Clio Moto on the lovely lower third that I didn't put in the frame.
You stole my line. You're supposed to be like, where can the people find you?
Oh, where can the people find you?
Here.
Yeah, see, there you go. You got
Clio Moto.
That works.
Still my lower thirds.
Do I still have mine? No, that's stinky. I'm a poopy face.
Oh, and Twitch is the Clio Moto. Not Clio Moto. Just put the in front of it.
You should wear that as your headband from now on.
This is actually a pretty cool headband. I'm not gonna lie.
That is an awesome headband. Anyway,
advertise. Just walk around like this.
Just advertise yourself like, this is me. This is where you can find me. Have a lovely day. Get on the subway, do that. You can follow me at Thilladren, Thilladren, because there's no thingy, because I'm an idiot. You could follow all of us, all of these lovely shows, at ASOTV Podcast. That's for Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Gmail, YouTube. It's all the same. And you can also find us on tvcaptive.com. There's a bit more than these podcasts there. Some articles and stuff. And other than that, we are done. I've been Mike, that's been Clio. Have a lovely whatever time of day it is. Yep. You were just going to switch to this thing. Totally just switch into this thing and that dragon.